we started. Oh yeah. You and I, we will survive. We'll walk through the devil's fire. You and I, we will survive. We'll calm the troubled empire. Fearless, break the chains like yesterday. Fearless, break the chains of yesterday. Made it out of the darkness. Elated now to finish what we started. Oh yeah. You and I, we will survive. We'll walk through the devil's fire. You and I, we will survive. We'll come the troubled empire. Fearless.
Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness, it's been another week. This time is flying. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. So, welcome everyone to the Icey Railway Podcast. I'm your host, the Ice Dragon Ray Round VR, and we got Lynn McCurdy and the High Desert Modular Model Railroad Club. We got BCF Parts, and welcome to all of those lurkers. Welcome to all of those who will be watching this live stream in the future. Thank you guys so much for hanging around with this crazy lunatic of a person. But man, it's been a week. It's been a week. So a whole bunch of news kind of just dropped this morning. Interesting. Looks fine on my end. Looks fine here. Let's see. 60 FPS. We're in the green. No drop frames. Probably need to do a refresh. Let's see. Looking on my phone, it's looking good there. So, I don't know. I do not know. So originally I wasn't gonna have a lot of news, but then like all the news decided to drop this morning when I was work. So it's like we got a few things to talk about, which is interesting. I got a few more videos to make on the news. So yeah, but we are gonna start off with a little bit of sad news. We found out that a fellow member in the community has sadly passed away. Now, this particular individual, I wasn't following on YouTube. I didn't have any interactions, but for those of you who did know this person, I just want to give posthumous honorable mention. So let's go here. All right. So according to a few sources here on YouTube, mainly Container Man and Thompson Trains Things, apparently a beloved member of the community. Again, I never interacted with this person, never saw him in chats, never really saw his YouTube channel until this announcement. PDRE engineer has passed away, always known as Art. I heard he was a very respectable person, supported a lot of the communities here on YouTube. So I just want to give my condolences to all the ones who knew him, the family, and there's going to be a celebration of life. Again, here is all the information. I will leave a link in the chat, so if you guys want more information on that, you guys will have that. Hello, mom and son, train rail fans. Hopefully you guys had a good week. All right, so there's the link there, and I will also leave a link to this channel as well. I'm going to go through some of the videos just to see what knowledge Art has departed us with out of respect. Because, again, I can always learn new things. I always want to learn new things. So, again, there are the links if you guys are interested. So, again, condolences goes out to the family and to all of those who knew Art. So, yeah. Yeah, Container Man also made another post as well about it. Yep. Yep, so again, there's the information. Container Man also has a few things as well. Let me see if I can actually find it. But yeah, starting on a little bit of sad news, but again, we're going to celebrate the life of a former member. So I want to make sure I gave that respect. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right. So with that, we do have a lot of news to kind of go over. A wonderful Broadway Limited came out with their newsletter. And there's a lot of juicy bits in there. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is their September 2023 Broadway flyer. All right, so we have a whole bunch of details. The big ones that I'm going to highlight are some of the stuff that I'm interested in. Feel free to go to the BLI website and they'll have their newsletter. So obviously the big one that I'm looking for is the SPGS4, which is their the Daylight, the Western Pacific, the Northerners. And what I noticed here was that expected delivery November 2023. Now, the last update we got was supposed to be at the end of September. It has now been pushed again to pretty much Christmas quarter 4. But it is interesting to note they are in production. So hopefully we'll get that out soon. So yeah, unfortunately, pushed again. And I'm glad I got my videos done. I'm really glad I did my videos. I'm doing some for my mega project. I have this guy in a few of my videos, and you guys will get a little more context when that video comes out. But yeah, we got the Broadway Lemons coming out with their GS4 Daylight schemes here And they got the Western Pacific one that I'm really hyped about because I want to put this with my California Zephyr train. So again, it's being pushed back to November. Now there's also some more juicy bits in here as far as the Baldwin shark noses. So these I think were supposed to come out in November from what I was tracking. So they've been pushed again to December of 2023, which is fine. It is what it is. I know I have a couple of these F3, F7 units. I gotta keep better track, but looks like these also got pushed back. Let me take a look at my notes here. So I've got an F9 and some P units. Let's take a look at the do I have F9s in here? I think that was a different manufacturer. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Probably a different manufacturer. It was probably through Rapido. I'll have to double check. So yeah, Shark noses are coming out in December, which means that there's going to be a lot of engines coming out during the winter time, near Christmas. So that'll be an interesting adventure to get all of those pretty much all at the same time. Now, I'm even more excited that we've got production samples here. So we got the 38s here. Again, I've got plenty of 38s. I don't need to really get any more. Yeah, no worries. Do what you gotta do. I know in real life, IRL keeps us busy from time to time. So we got a GP38, and then probably I gotta do a video on this, but we got the samples from the shark nose, and they look amazing. Yeah, that's cool. Putting out the decorations for Halloween. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. I love these fantasy schemes. And then we got the PRR. And then they got, here's some more GS4 samples. So they're coming little by little. Cannot wait. Getting excited. And then there's some of the videos. Let's see. Is there anything juicy here in the Q&A? I haven't actually read this. Yay! Yay! I'm a big fan of just decorations, fantasy themed stuff. Like, I'm all for it. I love the creativity. One of the many reasons why I love this hobby. Let's see. Product suggestions. Oh, there's all sorts of random stuff here. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of the news there. And then we got some more goodies. I follow the Southern Pacific 9010, which is they're trying to restore their I think it's called the KM. What's the name of this stupid thing? Yeah, the KM ML 4000. And they were given some exclusive photos to the sample from Pico with a K. And these look amazing. So they're kind of taking the style from scale trains, putting the hoses on the side there. So I do have one of these on pre-order as well, and I believe these are scheduled to come out, I believe, by December as well. They were supposed to, I think, originally release, let me check here, KM, where are you? So they were supposed to come out in November. And I think this announcement said December. So I think they've been pushed back a month as well. It looks like we got exhaust fans that spin. They're couplers. I wonder what couplers they use. I don't. This will be my first Pico with a K engine. But details look pretty good. At least to my specifications. Again, I don't like too much detail that it'll affect functionality. I'm looking at U-scale trains. I just want enough detail that looks nice but doesn't affect functionality. So yeah, let's see. I don't see anything about dates. Yeah, by the end of the year. So yeah, the malls are expected before the end of the year. So I take that as December. Cross fingers. Hopefully we'll get it before November, but we'll see. But yeah, we got those two announcements. I'll probably end up making videos on those probably tomorrow and get them out later this week as a pre-order highlight. But I am definitely excited. Definitely excited. So some other news. Sorry if I'm peeking my mic here. I'm still trying to adjust things. Trying to get the feel for this dynamic microphone. I did get word, and I did receive an image of the final scan of Rayron from Mini Prints. So I have that image. I'm still debating if I'm going to show it or if I'm going to wait for the formal video when I get those miniatures. So they're being shipped. I got the tracking number. Yeah, so that was an ML, a KM ML that Pico with a K is producing. I'll put this down there. So yeah, the Cross Mafia diesel hydraulic locomotive. Southern Pacific and the Rio Grande, to my knowledge, were the only two to buy these, and they were deemed a fantastic failure. But yeah, I've got one on pre-order. I've got one in DC that'll eventually convert to DCC, and then we'll have a front kind of back-to-back type of deal. So yeah, definitely excited for those. And stupid me, the last train show that I went to, there was a DC Rio Grande KM, and I thought I already had it, not realizing I've got the Southern Pacific. And so when I realized my mistake there, I almost kicked myself because, like, darn it, I could have had a Rio Grande one too. Oh well. Which yeah, that Temple, Texas train show. I'm going to start editing that one tomorrow and try to get that out either Sunday or Monday. I'm still kind of debating when I want to release it. But got a few good goodies in there. Oh, nice. Yeah, the one I have is in River Rossi. I think I put mine away. I'm a fan of River Rossi's. They're easily my favorite DC manufacturer. There's a lot of memories with them, too. And I would say the second generation of River Rossi's. The ones that typically have the motors in the cab, those motors aren't really great. But their second generation, when they started putting the motors inside the boilers and of the steam engines in particular, they were a lot better. And that's the generation that I grew up with, as the motors inside the boilers. Okay, so yeah, I've got the sample of mini prints for the Rayron figure. I am excited because it's a little bit fancy, a little bit of costume, and a little bit of rock and roll. No, it came about the rock and roll part, but it looks good. It looks exactly what I want it to be. Because there's different stories that you can tell with it. It's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. All right, I don't think I have any other announcements, so I think we'll just jump right into our train of the stream here. All right, let's go here to the showcase scene. So, if you guys don't know, I grew up in Utah, and I rode this train so many times. It connected all the major hub cities in the Wasatch Front, and that's why they call it the Frontrunner, because when you look at Utah, you got the Big Lake, you got Salt Lake City in the middle, Provo to the south, Ogden to the north, and that whole area is nicknamed the Wasatch Front because you got the Wasatch Rocky Mountains right there. And so this nickname comes from that, which is why it's called the UTA Frontrunner. And so it's got this majestic blue, yellow, and orange striping, because that is the striping of UTA, which is Utah Transit Authority, which is owned by, I believe it's owned by the state of Utah. So when it's available, that is 100% up to Bernard, which is why I've been keeping it kind of, I know what it looks like. I've been kind of keeping it close. I believe he should, again, don't quote me on this because it's just a guess. He may announce those figures at his next live stream next week, which is why I think I'm going to hold off until, because I want him to, because he's done all the work. He's done, he's helped out this channel a lot too. So I want the announcement to come from him, not necessarily from me, just to give him a little bit, you know, it's more of the whole business thing. So that's why I'm kind of holding off for right now. So I would suspect it could be available next week. But if I get my minifigure first, I'll probably have a video up before he announces it. I'm still kind of debating how I want to do that. Because, again, I want him to announce it first. But if he doesn't announce it next week, then I will give you guys a preview to kind of meet halfway a little bit. Or maybe I'll show you guys a portion of it is probably what I'll do. So we'll see. Again, it's just out of courtesy, common courtesy. So we shall see. All right, so again, we've got the Utah Frontrunner. I've been having a hankering to run this train again. And so I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and run this bad boy around the layout. So got the engine there. We got the Bombardier cars that it runs. Real Fan K, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I probably won't be at the club, Real Friend K, this Sunday, considering that we've got National Night Out on Tuesday, plus Thursday fun run, Sunday fun run. I'm probably going to take the weekend off, because going to the club Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday will probably kill me. So, taking a slight break. It's not a reason why I didn't go yesterday. I just needed a break and get some chores done. All right, get some speed on this guy here. Now, kind of a funny story. Originally, I was thinking about running the gas turbine with the Chicago Northwestern passenger trains, but then I just had this urge to run the Frontrunner. But what I ended up doing, because I was trying to set everything up, let me go back to the showcase scene here. I ended up putting the turbine and then the Utah Railway engine on the siding, and then it just kind of hit me. Oh crap! I've got a lot of engines from Utah on the layout. That's great. So it just I didn't plan it that way. It just happened to be so, because again, that turbine comes from the Ogden Station in Utah, and surprise, we have basically all Utah trains running on the layout, which is funny. And what I'll probably have to do a little bit later, this engine tends to struggle a little bit on Phoenix Point because it's all uphill. And in order to get the camera train connected to this, I'll probably need that second Utah Railway engine to help pull it. So we'll see how that runs. I haven't tested it, so we'll see what happens. We're going to YOLO it. Going to YOLO it. But this is definitely up there, one of my favorite passenger cars. It's got a lot of sentimental value for me, too, because I've actually ridden this train, both on the upper deck and lower deck, and seen the engine. The engine is not 100% accurate. It's not the exact same engine that's run. I can't remember the specs of which one's actually run, but that engine doesn't really exist in HO scale in this in the scheme itself. Yeah, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous Let me go and check something here. Instagram. See if my Instagram's going to cooperate with me. Gotta sign in. This is the same problem I think I had last time. I'm just not signed in on this computer. Darn it. Let's see. Let me see if I can get logged in real quick. Yeah, I love the station. I remember when it used to be all gated off, and I remember the time when the Northerner wasn't there. The Northerner was in Liberty Park in downtown Salt Lake before it got moved because of homeless problems and all that. I don't think this is it, but okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Let's try one more password here. Sometimes it's just a pain in the rear to figure out all these passwords. One of these days, I'll figure out a way to actually use Instagram that's more productive for me. I tend to put a lot of my photos on YouTube now, so I tend not to use Instagram. Yeah, not working. All right, whatever. Deal with that later. Unless I can do it this way. No. Don't want to do that. That's stupid. Why can't I just view it? Anyways, but yeah, it's I know what I can do. I can just go to the. We'll take a little bit of a field trip. We'll take a field trip real quick. That's what we'll do. Take a little bit of a field trip. Okay, so we'll jump to Wikipedia real quick here. So the Ogden Station is pretty big. It's basically the convention center for Ogden, and it has a lot of showcase floor space. No, not that view. Okay, so here's the front of it, which is pretty cool. And when they have train shows, they have like a rideable train that goes around for the little kiddies. There's entire upstairs to the station, and that's usually where you'll find like your O gauge for the train show, and maybe N if they're also up there. But this place is massive. Like they got the main station is where they have kind of all the vendors, and then they got a whole space to the right that has vendors. The left used to have a gift shop and a train store, but that train store went out of business last I checked. They also have a Frontrunner station there as well, which is pretty cool. Matter of fact, this station right here, just to the right, matter of fact, you can see kind of the light right here. That's all UTA track right there for the Frontrunner, which is pretty cool. Let's see. And then they got all their static displays to the left as well. So they've got, here's their SD40 T-2 Rio Grande. You've got a Centennial. I think that's a 38 to the right. Yeah, so here's a Centennial 6916, which I've been in most of these engines. Usually during a train show, they have one person that's on the outside here, and they'll open up all of the engines. I don't know if they do that anymore, but it's pretty cool. And this is probably one of my favorite cars. This is the Salt Lake City 2002 Olympic Winter Torch Relay car that they actually put the Olympic flame. You can see over there the cauldron that held the torch for the Olympics, for the opening ceremonies. And when I was young, the Olympic torch went right through my middle school that I was at, so we got to see the torch run through, which was pretty cool. Definitely once in a lifetime. Man, Salt Lake was a party every stinking night when the Olympics were going on. Didn't get to see any events. We were trying to see a hockey game, but they were like at least $4,000 to $5,000 when it comes to trying to get a ticket. So, yes, there is. So that's one thing I forgot to mention. They have two inside that station. They have the Utah Museum, Model Railroad Museum, which has kind of an HO layout, but they do have another layout that is celebration of the Transcontinental Railroad. Yep. And then on the other side, they have the Hustlers Car Museum on the right. So if you guys watch Toyman Television, he lives in Utah, and he's shown those museums over and over again. I'm going to see if I can find some of those videos. But they do showcase the station as well. And I know, yeah, yep. So yeah, here's the Northerner, the FEF2, which is actually it's been designated as the official sister of the 844. So this is the 833, with the respectable Mars lighting. This is the correct way a Northerner should be configured. Slightly biased, but love it. Yeah, there you go. So the official one is the MP36PH, yep. Which this is definitely not. It was like an FD40. I can't freaking remember. But yeah, it's not the exact same engine. It's close enough for me, though. It runs. And then what I would consider, they're basically two crown jewels. They've got the Northerner, which is sister of 844, but they've also got one of the two surviving big blow gas turbines, which is number 26, which you see on my layout part currently. It looks like they've been repainting it lately too. That's awesome. When was this taken? 2019? Interesting. Didn't realize they were repainting it. Looks a lot better. Oh, I didn't realize they had an Alco. Huh, learn something new every day. I need to go back, because now I know my engine's a little bit better. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the Utah station in a nutshell. Or the Ogden station, I should say. Lots and lots of memories. Lots of memories. Oh yeah, you can also capture the Amtrak, or those former services. They used to do it, not anymore. You catch these in Salt Lake now. Nice, Lynn. Very nice. That was from the Santa Barbara Zoo. I was watching your videos on that. It's like, man, that brings back memories. I remember that blue train. I remember walking up the big hill to the building that's on top of the hill. Usually they do like big ceremonies and such there. And then you basically go around the big hill. But you can see like everything in the distance, the beach, the hillside. It was cool to see. The highway. I think it was Highway 101 if I remember correctly. Yeah. That was my backyard a few years ago. Oh, the weddings, yeah. When we went there, when my wife and I went there, there was weddings as well. It's a popular wedding spot. Yep, the one. Yeah, I still remember. Yeah. So it was and then the picture of the beach. That was nice. Brought back memories. Love it. That's the one great thing about YouTube. It's like, oh, I never left. Yeah, Amtrak went to the zoo too. Yep, yep. Um, so yeah, both the Coastal Starlight and the Surfliner. I only captured the surf. Well, no, because I did a whole. Let me see if I can find that video. Actually, I did a whole Amtrak special. So the club that I was originally a part of, it was St. Louis Obispo Mono Railroad Association. We met in Oceano, California, and the Amtrak line ran right next to the Oceano Depot. Let me see if I can find that video real quick. That was train shows. Let me go here. Let me mute this. Let's see. It was a salute to Amtrak. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, they run pretty fast through there once they're done with the stop. Oh, come on. Where is... Salute to Amtrak. Here we go. So, let me show you guys this. So, this is from a couple... This was about a year, 2 years ago now. This was basically a depot. We had a Salt Lake caboose car here. And then here was the main line for Amtrak. So I believe this was... Yeah, this was the Coastal Starlight that ran by. So yeah, and it came like clockwork. It was either going to be the Surfliner or it was going to be the Coastal Starlight. But yeah, I'll drop this link down below. Those were the days. I have seen... Oops. Now, if you guys want to see like the Texas special and so forth, Railfan K does a lot of rail fanning in the Texas area. I know he's got some footage on that for the Amtrak in the San Antonio area. Okay. Good old times. Good old times. Okay, so let's talk about up and coming train shows. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to New Braunfels. I don't know how much I want to go into detail. Due to U.S. circumstances, those of you who live in the U.S. probably know what I'm talking about. Due to the situations that's happening with the U.S. right now, more than likely, I won't be able to go to New Braunfels train show. So, not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure I'm going to make it to that one. If the U.S. can figure this stuff out, then I can go. If not, then I can't go. And I'll probably just leave it vague on purpose because I don't want to get too much detail into that. So probably the next train show will be probably in February for me if things get resolved. But we'll see. Yeah, if you got yeah, go for it. Advertise. If you're, let me know what train shows you're coming up with. Which ones you're gonna go to. Yeah, feel free to chat about it. But yeah, for me, New Braunfels is tentative. And then let's see, February is Samra. Because of U.S. events, I may not even be able to make it. Yeah, it's getting bleaker and bleaker to go to Amherst. So it's more like 30-60. 30 that we're going to be able to make it. Or 30-70. Math. Can't math. So we'll see. We shall see. I really want to go to Amherst. I really want to. But there's a lot that's going on, unfortunately, for that one. But if we don't make it to Amherst, then our mission is to go to the Timonium next year. Oh, yeah, Ridgecrest Fair. Yep. October 2021 and 22. I really wanted to go that one when I was over there. It was a bridge too far for me, though. Because that would have been a 3-hour drive from Santa Maria. And I was only one driver at the time. Also, feel free to advertise what you got coming up on your guys' channel as far as videos are concerned. What you got cooking in the books. 2 hours, yeah. Yeah. See, for me personally, I think the farthest that I can go in a drive in a day trip is typically 3 hours, but that's pushing it for me. Because you got to take into account 3 hours there, plus the amount of time you want to stay at the event, and then 3 hours to get back. That's always 6 hours. That's already a fourth of the day gone. Because when I went to the Temple Train show, I thought it was an hour to an hour and a half away. Oh, I was dead wrong. It was about 2.5 hours to get there to Temple. I was tired by the end of that day. But I did find some unique gems. And the RPM part of that train show, because I know we were talking about it 2 streams ago, that it was going to be the first RPA meet. And I took some pictures. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I guess I kind of got spoiled from the St. Louis one of all the photos that I saw there. So when I saw the ones here, I was like, okay. It was definitely smaller. Way smaller. There you go. Yeah, Limerick-Curdy's got the lockdown over there on the west coast of California there. A little bit central, too, because you're more central, okay, but you can still get most of that area, so. Definitely go subscribe to his channel if you want to see that. Yeah, you guys got the big one. Yep. The NMRA Convention, Long Beach, California. Yep. Trying to think what else has been going on in the world of model railroading. It's been a little bit quiet. I mean, I know we're coming up on Christmas, so hopefully we start seeing more Christmas announcements. I believe it. I mean, you guys saw my... I mean, if you didn't see it already, you should go check it out. My NMRA 2023 from Grapevine. Those layouts were massive. I mean, the N-scale layout was insane. So, yeah, I definitely believe that. Oh, and Lynn, I went for the Temple Train show. The N-scalers here had the shuttle. Someone made a space shuttle, and then they had a space shuttle to one side, and then they had the SLS rocket model right next to it. It was incredible. And then the modular right next to it had a N-scale submarine in dock. It was great. You going into Antarctica? What? What? Okay. That's interesting. That's cool. That's cool. Not a lot of people get to go down there. To the South Pole. Yeah, for sure. Let me do a few things here real quick. And close that, close that. Just need to get a little bit organized here. Alright. Yeah, because it's just going to be one of those things that it's probably once in a lifetime. So yeah, why not? For now, my traveling is kind of, minimal with the pets and everything, but... Oh my goodness, we got Gerald and we got Papa John. How are you two gentlemen doing tonight? Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. Gerald, did you get the opportunity to go to the Temple Train Show? I probably won't be able to reach the one that's coming up next week. No, this coming weekend. I think it's tomorrow, actually. Isn't there one in Planco, Texas? I believe. It's all good, Lynn. We don't, I encourage the lurkers. If the people want to lurk, they have the right to do so. We've also got the trains running around. I don't mind. I cannot begin to tell you how many streams I've done in my past that, it was just me, and I just chatted. I'm used to it. No? Okay. I was just curious. Yeah, I'll have my Temple Train Show video out hopefully Sunday or Monday. So if you guys don't know, Temple, Texas is in between Austin and... it's not necessarily between, but it's more closer to the Waco side, but a little halfway between... let's see, Austin and Dallas, for the most part. Or, excuse me, no, San Antonio and Dallas. And also, Papa John, I am working on getting those 3D printed parts to you. I've just been kind of busy with the mega project I'm working on, so I think I've got 10 more ready to send to you. And then I'll be probably taking a break from that to continue focusing on my mega project coming up. But, yeah, I do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. I know, again, Friday night, I know people got life plans. So, again, I appreciate you guys taking your time out and, just chatting about trains. It's what I love about the hobby. And anything else that comes up to you guys' minds. That's what this is all about. Love this chilling, relaxing. So yeah, some of my last bit of train money until our wonderful US can figure things out. I'm going to buy some decoders to get some DCC ready engines converted, and so that we can get some new locomotives on the layout. Oh, nice! From the train club and the Iron Triangle. Very, very nice. I appreciate the words, Lynn. I appreciate it. All right, so you post videos soon. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. But yeah, I've got a Baldwin to convert over from Bowser. I've got the Army train GP38 that I got from the National Train Show. I want to convert over. And I'm not sure. I really want to start getting some of my older steamers converted. And I'm still not sure if I want to dive into Blunamis just yet. Because, again, the reason why I haven't really dived too much into the Blunamis, obviously because of cost and my skill. So... Oh, nice. Our resident rail fanner. Nice. Good to hear. Let's see here. I really hate the YouTube search function sometimes. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it just wants to choke on itself. There we go. There's a link. So is there any pre-orders that you guys are excited for? Any recent purchases? Yeah, no problem, Papa John. And again, there's plenty of others. For all you lurkers, for all those who watch you on the replay, if you're new to the channel, we've got a lot of YouTubers here that make content for the hobby because I'm only one person, and there's not enough time in a day to really capture everything that's in this hobby. So there are plenty of others. Papa John, Lynn McCurney, BCF Parts. We've got Mom and Son Train Rail Fans. I apologize if I've missed anyone. Yay, there we go. Sharing the love. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think you guys will like the mega project that's coming up. I think you guys will really, really like it. I want to keep it as a surprise once it gets released, and you guys will know. I'll send out an announcement of what the project is all about. But I'm excited. I am excited. I think I have, let's see, 10 more videos to make on it. Yeah. It's been nonstop. What am I going to talk about? Record, edit the thumbnail, upload. That's been my life for the last 2 weeks because I had this idea a couple weeks ago. It's like, ooh, I need to do that. So that's why I've been kind of just releasing not many. I mean, the shorts is something that's always going to happen every day on this channel. That's something that I'm 100% in a rhythm, and I've got my groove on when it comes to the shorts. The videos is typically 3 a week. But normally I can squeeze in a few more, but I got this mega project that I'm working on. But I can't wait. Nice. We were just talking about the shark noses, actually. BLI released some samples of their latest shark nose run. Yep, the P-42s. Yep, we were talking about that the other day. The Operation Lifesaver scheme. Nice. Oh, so I didn't realize you were getting into. I didn't know you were into N skill. Huh, learn something new. Nickel plates runs great. Awesome. All right, take your time, Lynn. IRL takes priority. Absolutely, Gerald. Absolutely. My concern is that it's my knowledge base. So I rather experiment with cheap $30 to $40, a little bit, maybe $50 Digitrack Dakotas first with engines that I know I don't want to be in Bonami, and then I will 100%. And once I get more skill and more practice into getting DCCs installed into my engines, then I'll make the switch. But absolutely, the Blunamis are fantastic. You don't have to deal with programmers because you just do it from your phone and you adjust the CV values and because it's a Bluetooth, it's a direct interface into the CV. You can program on the main, and you don't have to worry about programming other engines on the main because it doesn't use the rail to send the information to the chip. It's all through Bluetooth, which is why it's so revolutionary. I love it. O, N, and H-O. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh yeah, so here's some other news. So the wife and I have been doing a lot of things behind the scenes because we quickly realized that we weren't being as productive when it comes to the scenery. So we converted one of our rooms to be 100% the scenery room, where she can build in private, we can paint in private from the pets, because the pets have been causing a lot of issues for us lately. So we've got that table all set up. I'll probably do a video on it. We moved the Lego from that room to the N scale room. So the N scale is a little bit smaller now, but we're going to make progress on it. We have the space now to get the other T-tracks built. So that's something that we'll probably do tomorrow and try to make some more headway on N scale. But we do actually have our Lego gauge scenery set up. So I'll probably do a short on that here pretty soon as well. So right now we do have a dedicated N scale layout that's going. Obviously HO and then L. And those will be our primary three for right now. I can't see myself getting into any other scales at this point. Because I wanna build the T-Track modules. I'm getting more and more excited for it. Alright, let's get you guys some real good rail fending shots here. Come on. There we go. Let's see, it's coming on Phoenix Point. So the reason why I'm having this move a little bit quickly is because of this hill right here. You can see kind of it slowing down a little bit, so it needs the momentum to get through this hill part. Let's see, let's do this. Let's do... nope, not that one. That one. We'll get you guys the bridge cam here. Oh, nice drill. Yeah, and I can understand that. You know, sometimes it's gotta do with the cars that were dealt with. Interurban, yeah. Alright, let's get you guys back on all the cameras here. So tomorrow I'm taking kind of a full day to kind of get this layout moved in the direction I need it to. I want to try to get all my cards built, so that way we can finally do operations on this layout. And then another piece that I really want to do is I do have another BDN4N from Digitrax that I want to try to use to get my block detection going, to get the rest of the block detection on this layout squared away. So that way I can start capturing dispatching. And then I've got an idea for signals too. That's the other thing I need to try to experiment with. It's going to be really like MacGyvered together a little bit. It won't be realistic at all. It'll be just me testing some things. Because I need to get because I lost my signals when I replaced the testing range modular with the wave modular. So my signals kind of went away. So nice. I've highlighted the DCC EX quite a lot actually recently, especially with my mega project that I'm doing. Was a big highlight for me on how cheap it is to get into DCC. Because really, you just need 3 parts. To my understanding, you need the Arduino, you need the motor for it, and then you need the Wi-Fi modular. And that itself is like, what, 50, 60 bucks altogether? And then you can use your phone to control the trains, and you have instant DCC control. Like, that's pretty darn good. My layout is going to be a little bit overkill, but I'm a big fan of Digitrax because Digitrax gives me what I want, which is basically, I'll bring, okay, I'll do a quick kind of overview of this layout. So this layout is a modular Minimo Freemo design. And eventually what I want to do is in the center is basically my dispatch board. I need to get a monitor for the top right. That'll be my dispatching board with JMRI. And then I'll be able to see a train go from each modular. Each modular will be a custom setup that I'm doing. They'll be isolated at each modular. So that way I can detect through current detection where the train is at. Now it gets a little more complicated with sightings. So that's something that I got to play with a little bit. But that's the eventual plan, is that each modular will be independent, so that way I can use block detection with Digitrax. I do Digitrax for my entire system. It's what I started off with. And when I realized just how much it can do for me, I've stayed with it. So right now I've got a DCS52. It's their Zephyr controller. It's a command station. It's got a PR4 in it. It's what I use to program, because rest in peace my PR3 that I burnt by mistake. Or fried, I should say. It's got a throttle on it, and then I've got a PM74 right now that's actually got at least 2 of my sections block detected. And I do have my DS74. It's currently not in use. I will just do here. So yeah, this is my SE74. So this controls, I believe, up to 4 turnouts and allows me several controls of my signals. Now what I do is that what I have here is basically the ribbon cable from Digitrax. I bought this from Amazon. This is basically a terminal breakout board, if I remember correctly, and then it connects to a RJ50 cable, which has 10 cables that is basically the same as this ribbon cable from Digitrax. So that way I can just plug and play the signals, because Digitrax has their own little terminal block that you screw in the wires to, and then I have that to another breakout board that connects to the RJ50 port, so that way I can just plug and play and not have to deal with the Digitrax ribbon. So that's my system. It's much more expensive to do, but I like the convenience of it. So, but you can see here, this is how I kind of label my machines. So I put slow-mo because I've got this program to slow motion turnouts, and then I put the decoder number of those turnouts onto here. I'll probably have to put a little bit more because this does turnouts and signals, and so they all have their representative switch numbers on the SE74. So I love these things. They're a little bit expensive, but it's do whatever works best for you. That's just my system. There you go. Yep, Arduino. See, now, if you understand coding and how code works, Arduino is 100% the way to go. Me personally, I rely on other smarter people, so I rely more on the commercial offerings out there. But really, if you want full independent control of the coding and how things actually work, how much voltage, and so forth. Excuse me. If you really want to get into the technical weeds, Arduino is 100% the way to go. And I understand it. I know enough to be dangerous with it, but it's something that I don't want to deal with because I did do coding a little bit in college, and it just wasn't for me. Like, I'll stick with basic HTML coding. That's what I know best. Not programming. When you get into loops and variables and libraries and all that stuff, that gets a little bit too much for me. True. Yeah, granted, yeah, the basic can be plug and play. True. Again, yeah. Yeah, you can just put it together, plug, and go. But I've seen people just take it way too far. Yeah, I guess what I'm... Let me get to a little bit more specific context what I mean about Arduino. It's more like if you want to animate scenery, if you really want to get more control of your turnouts into the motors when you have it connected to the switch, sensors, and when you want something to detect, if you want to detect A, then you want it to do B. That's what I should have said. So basically what Tom Stranger Things is doing with his layout when he was testing how far he can take Arduinos. And when it comes to coding, always see if someone else has made the code first and then just modify it. Most of that stuff is open source, which makes it so much easier. Oh, and I guess one thing I didn't mention, the Digitrack system has an LNWI. So I run my trains from a tablet, and I get super spoiled with it. So literally, because Engine Driver is like the best thing ever. So I basically have my tablet here, and it's controlling my trains. And I can change the interface to any different thing. I can have up to 6 throttles. I can control my turnouts from it. It's great. Don't you just love it when you have that one itch that you can't get to? Oh. Well, definitely say hi back for me. I appreciate that. Yeah, when I was thinking about it, it's like, wait a minute. I met you in real life. I need to send you the holographic sticker as well because I didn't have the sticker stuff back then. So it's like, I need to catch up. Let me get you a holographic one as well. I appreciate that. It's simple. When I was designing, it's like, you know what? Really all I need is, just the dragon and the website. Because then you can see all the stuff that I do. So, yeah, it's nothing too crazy. And then I came up with the holographics just to, give a little bit more thanks to those who actually meet me in person. I saw that, and I do appreciate that. Yeah. So I wonder, is that coupler? Curious about something. You know what we need to do? Ah, no, I know what I should do. We need a chase train. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, we can do this way cool. Okay. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do a chase train. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a chase camera. Because this train, it struggles a little bit if I add anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of ops. And I'll kind of showcase that I can control these turnouts from my iPad. Because what I got here is this is the wave modular. I've made a video on how the wiring and the schematics work on this. But you see those two little push buttons on there. That's basically what I call my digital throw. Or my digital kind of hand switches, whatever you want to call it. Where's my remote? And it's connected to a DS74. And that's what controls my Taurus switch machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn on our... Well, first let me throw a couple switches here. And I should be also showcasing all the cameras. So that way you can see the modular itself. So Digitrax came out with something interesting. They have these push buttons. I'll go ahead and throw them back. So what's cool about Digitrax and why I love the system so much is that these turnouts I can control from a wide variety of areas. So I've got the push buttons on top that I can throw if I feel like just turning it on top. Or I can push the push buttons on the sides there, and it gives me either a green light for mainline, red light for throne. I can control it from JMRI because the DS74 is connected to LocalNet, which is connected to my command station, which is connected to my computer via the PR4 that's built into it. And then what I'm going to do here is control it from... Oh no, Real Fan K. Oh no. You'll get it fixed. So I can also throw it from my controller, which is what I'm going to do here to showcase the concept. So I'm going to throw those. And you can see that those lights now turn to red. And then now that I have two throttles, we're going to go ahead and control our Utah Railway here. I'm going to acquire it. Let's get the sound on. Oops, and I put 9001. I meant to put 9007. What I should do, and now I just kind of remembered, I need to capture my throttle on the screen for you guys. That's something I need to do for next time. Interesting idea. Okay, 9007, acquire. Okay, so we'll go ahead and have this guy back up. It's a little finicky with the throttle. Let's get the phone camera on. Trying to multitask here real quick. Alright, and then hopefully we'll get a connection here. Alright, and then now what I need to do is throw switch number 2. So I'll throw that here real quick. And then we'll get the train out. There we go. Hey, there we go. So now we can get the camera car out. Oh, very nice, Gerald. Very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw our switches now. So now those are both mainline. So now that we have that, I'll take you guys on board. And we'll get the rear camera here, and then we can have a chase train. Let's see, both of these, so that's an economy decoder, that's a Digitrax decoder, so I'm going to have to do this manually, because I don't have these speed matched. Alright. Future train collision is in my future. Alright. I'll go ahead and turn that diesel off. Of course, you're going to hit the diesel. And that's all jacked. I'm going to have to fix that a little bit. Alright, so welcome on board our chase train. Chasing our Frontrunner here. I'm going to adjust the speed in the camera a little bit. Camera is definitely having issues. Okay, that looks a little bit better. You can, but it requires a lot more knowledge than I could do. I know Humanity Junction was almost there to get it complete, but then he decided to change his whole layout. So I don't know when that is going to be a thing. It can be a thing. It requires a lot more work than what I could do. So I'm trying to keep an eye on this train here. Chase trains are always kind of hard to deal with. Nice, Papa John. Yeah, I haven't done this view in a while, so I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. And what I'll probably do now is let's do the 2-camera view. It's really hard speed matching because of the weight of the Frontrunner tends to speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. So it's like I'm trying to get this all matched. Look at that. One big happy family. So I think what I need to do is probably slow down. Probably slow down the Frontrunner a little bit. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite view. I love the fact that I'm able to live stream you guys on the actual trains themselves. I cannot begin to tell you how long it took for me to figure all this out. It's and it has its limitations still. One of these days I'll get my we'll get the drone camera up and going. I just don't feel like doing it today. So I need to get kind of another iPad, I think. Oh no, don't connect. Uh-oh, I think we connected. Nope, we did not. Yay. A new O switcher. Nice. What railway? This is another reason why I can't wait to get Blue Namis. Imagine trying to speed match the programming while actually running the train. It's so cool. This is where we kind of lose. Well, let me keep it at this speed, see if the front runner catches up. So yeah, that's Harbor Point, that turn. It's my tightest turn. Believe it's in the 20s. So you can see some of my buildings to the left there for... Oh, GE rental, nice. Very nice. Yeah, front runner's catching up. Oh, it's going to catch up too much. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out, enjoying the world's greatest sandbox hobby. And you guys have been crushing it. We are almost, I think the last I checked, we are 70 away from 2,500 subscribers, which is freaking insane. Freaking insane, guys. Guys are mad. I love it. Yeah, so we're about 70 away from 2,500. Crazy. Alright, I should probably slow down the chase train just a tad. Let's get a little bit more speed for the front runner. I also don't want to make you guys sick. Yeah. That is the old school way of speed matching. Which is what, let's see. This is fun. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Yeah, the speed matching's all sorts of jacked, but keep an eye on it here. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I shall check it out. Yeah, I do my best. Like, I love creating the content for model railroading. I love also consuming a lot of content. Luckily, my work allows me to watch videos at the same time. Uh-oh. Scoot up, scoot up, scoot up, scoot up. So I watch a lot of streams and videos while obviously doing my work as well. Uh-oh, don't do that. But yeah, so I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of content. 'Cause I also want to learn too. I want to see what other people are doing, see what new tips, tricks, and tools they're using, and Nice. Nice. Alright, this thing is still going a little too fast. I think what I'm going to do next, once I get it behind me, I'll put the camera cars onto the train. I'll see if this engine can pull an extra set of cars. Because now it's getting a little bit hard to manage these two. Alright. The modernized great locomotive chase. Yeah. Alright. Other way, Stummy. Alright, we're going to see how this works. Forward. Really? Seriously? I had you all speed matched. Curses. Okay. So basically, the way I speed match is watching the Katy couplers. You know, if they smash to get, if they're even like this in a speed match, if one pushes the other or vice versa, you know, that's how I kind of speed match to see which ones I need to speed up, slow down, and so forth. Old school. We'll try that and see how it goes. So completely unrealistic and unprototypical. But I needed that extra engine for the weight because this is actually a very heavy train. So now we have our resident Utah Railway diesel helping the Frontrunner. Camera, you can stop now. Appreciate that. Alright, so let's get this view. We'll get you guys on board as well. Phone camera. And we'll do that view. So there we go. So going by the sticker wall. Again, you can find my P.O. box in any of my videos. I think in the About page I've got... it's on my website. You'll see a navigation button for P.O. box. If you send me your sticker, I will put it on the sticker wall. So that way it'll be all to see when we go live streaming. Not bad at all. Take you guys on board. So again, welcome aboard the UTA Transit Authority Frontrunner with a helper locomotive. So we are over the Ghetto Bridge, coming by our first factory. This factory is going to be taking the Mystic powder from Mystic Railway and converting it into dragon eggs. That is the Daenerys Industries. And those dragon eggs gets shipped out to mom and son rail fans. On the left, we got our turbine parked and looking like a boss. On the right, we have our sample experimental modular scenery. Not sure what that boxcar is going to be servicing yet, but we part of the operations. On the left, we have a loading area for dinosaurs. Again, we take that Mystic powder and we create dinosaurs with it to ship out to the plumber. So you can kind of see a general theme with the operations of this layout. When we put our operations hat on, this layout goes from the Icey Railway to Iceyville. Iceyville is known for taking real-world products and converting them into fantasy elements. And I've been trying to incorporate you guys into this design. So I know we'll be getting BCF parts. So we'll be giving us some parts and supplies for our mains of way train, to make sure everything is running correctly. We'll be shipping in plastic into one of our factories. I haven't really created the factory yet, but we'll be turning that plastic into statues. It'll be Lego statues for Railfan K's pop culture train. And so that's kind of the fun. It was heavily inspired by, I know Humanity Junction was trying to do something like this, and it's like, that's a great idea. You know, I'm just going to slightly steal it. Make sure if you haven't, give lovely follow subscription to our wonderful friend Humanity Junction. Eventually, I'll have a module that goes straight into that closet area. That'll go into our Kirby interchange yard. And as you can see on the left, that is our local train. And then we've also got our express for passenger trains and mail. So we'll have 2 trains that'll run on ops on this layout for now. And we'll get more complex as we can get it. Mini prints camera every few hours. What type of passenger cars? Oh, so these ones, hang on. So are you talking about these cars? Because these ones are Bombardier cars. Or Bombardier. I think that's how you pronounce it. Guys haven't given you a rear view. We'll give you a rear view look here. If you're asking who made them as far as HO scale, they are Atheron. These cars are Atheron. And yeah, this whole train's Atheron actually. These were the initial first run of the Atheron cars. I know Atheron just announced their second run, and Rapido announced that they're making the Utah Frontrunner cars as well. Which I was tempted, but it's like I already got the full train here, and I really don't need any more, so. They run in Utah. They are part of what's called the Wasatch Front. I'll bring a map of it. We'll take another trip here. Oh, ooh, I could actually probably do that now. Hang tight, BCA parts. I think I can actually do that with at least one of the buildings. It's actually not a bad idea. Oh, that's actually an excellent idea. Let's take a quick field trip, and I'll talk about the UTA a little bit more here. And then we'll try that idea, BCA parts. I'm just hoping the camera's tall enough to see through windows. So, we'll see. Let's see. Writer tools. Schedules and maps. Rail. Frontrunner. I want the maps. And of course, you're going to give it to me that way. Gross. Okay. Let's do. Where's my station? Okay. So here's the Frontrunner. You can find on the UTA.com or rideuta.com. Here are the proper locomotives. Again, these proper engines are only done through. Rapido's been making these, but they don't have it in the Utah color scheme. So here's the proper locomotives. And they used to run the single level. They used to do one single level and then 2 of the Bombardier cars. I think because ridership has been so high lately that they've run 3 Bombardier cars, maybe 4 on some rare occasions during rush hour. Here's basically all the timetables, the fares and so forth. But here's basically the route. So what's great about Utah is that UTA has this massive rail network. So the Frontrunner connects to other trains called light rail, which is basically trains that run via electricity overhang with pantographs and so forth. And so you can basically get to as soon as you fly into Salt Lake City International, you can take light rail and go basically any major city in the Wasatch Front. Which is why I love it so much. Because you can get anywhere in Utah. In the upper part. And they also have bus services and so forth. So it's great. I love it. So yeah, that's pretty much UTA in a nutshell. Okay, let's try this little experiment here. Let's see if we can get this. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work. All right. Let's take you to all the cameras real quick. Take the phone camera off real quick. 'Cause I gotta resync all these. Oh, there it goes. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there's gonna be an elevation difference. I'm not sure. It's something I'll probably have to work on my next building. So there's, again, with focus issues, it's not 100%, but the concept's there. It doesn't help these cameras aren't the greatest in quality. So you can kind of see the train running by. I'll have to work on this idea. I don't have the right building to really pull this off. Nor the right camera, really. Yeah, no, but that's great idea, BCF Parts. I will make it better in the future. Definitely something that we can do. I gotta have the right... Yeah, man, that's actually a great idea. I just gotta find the right building to do it. Yep. Let me see. It's just not at the right height. Oh. Yeah, this may actually work. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah. I'm too much on hold for this. We'll make this happen. Just gotta think about it a little bit. Where's my other camera? Oh. Oops, I didn't mean to leave you guys on that camera. My bad. I've got another building I'm gonna try. You can kind of see it there. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. All right. I think we got it. All right, let's go to all the cameras. And then let's go to this. Go back to this. Oh yeah. This is probably as best as we're gonna get it, but it's something. So how about that view? It's like an abandoned building. Yeah, I think I can do it just a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, let's try that. Let's see. Yeah, I need to think about when I build these buildings. I need to have a building that's particularly designed for these particular cameras because they are big and bulky, but it allows me to get the live stream aspect of it. If I want like full quality video, I got the GoPros. I'll probably have to do that for next stream. Is use the GoPros to capture. I know it's not 100% realistic on the interior of the building, but it gives me an idea to when I build buildings to see if I can incorporate cameras into them. It's a 100% golden idea, BCI Parts. We can work with this. I know, like I said, I know it's not the greatest right now, but you guys are definitely onto it. Yeah, because the other building just doesn't quite work. I mean, you can still kind of see the top, which is pretty interesting. 100% a unique perspective. Let's see if I can make that one a little bit better. I know what I need. I just don't know if I have it. I need like a piece of styrene. I need a piece of styrene that angles to make that other camera view worth it. Okay, yeah. Then definitely this view does it. Great idea. Great idea. And a new camera angle is born. Look at you guys go. Yeah, I'll try to improve on this. I'll put this to my need to do list. Because what I can do is I do have a GoPro that I can stream from the phone. So we can make this angle a little bit better in quality. Let's see. Man, I've got a purpose for that building now. I've had that building for a while. It's a basically cutout of a building. That it's exactly that. It was abandoned. Floors are falling down. Let me move the other camera because it's just not working. I'll get you guys kind of like a rooftop perspective. It's just its angle. This is gonna get hot. Hey, that looks a lot better. I was able to capture the roof. Nice. So now you got like the rooftop perspective. Oh yeah, that actually works, doesn't it? Hey, look at that. Yeah, I'm starting to like this view. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Mini Prince rail fan cam. So again, we're on top of... Well, so this building, as far as operations are concerned, it has 2 loading bays for 40-foot boxcars. One bay is for the Daenerys Industries, which is making the dragon eggs for us. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one. The other one may be to load the Lego statues for Railfan K. I still haven't really thought it through. It's pretty cool. Yeah, bird's eye view. Yep. Yeah, it's a little stuttery just because capturing it through a phone and these are wireless cameras, so it's be a little stuttery. Yeah, I'll probably just take you to one here. So yeah, you can see the train parked on the left. Again, that's the Iceyville local that'll service this layout. And then right in front of it is the Iceyville Express. So this whole lane on the left is going to be for mail and passengers. So I'm going to try to get all that done by next week. We'll see. Next week is also going to be really busy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's do the back camera there. And we'll do, there we go. Now, the true bird's eye view is the drone camera, which I'll probably run that next stream. I gotta practice flying the bird's eye view camera. Yeah, it's a great thing about this hobby is that there's always, even with a simple circle like this, we can always make it interesting. Can always make it interesting. And I'm hoping too to have some more scenery around the layout. It's definitely one of my goals. And now that I'm slowly starting to figure out how I can get my interchangeable scenery going, it's going to be really cool to do because I can also interchange industries. So any industry that I want, I simply just got to slap a shelf on the side and make it work. Alright, let's get you guys. Do some more rail fanning shots. Let's see. Let's take you over. Let's take you over this one. Oh, and I can also do the 180 camera at the same time too. Make this an interesting shot. One of these days I'll get another 360 camera. Cause I've got this mounted on a 360 rotation base, as you can see there in the main camera view. I'm hoping to have a camera that can go left, right, up and down, and zoom on the portion of layout behind me. So that's kind of the next camera I really want to get. Let's see, we haven't done the 2 camera in a while. So yeah, I was hoping to get a Halloween train built, but it's not looking realistic to get that done this year. I do have a Christmas train that I think I'll just jump right to and start making sure that engine can run this layout, because I don't think I've run it on this layout yet. and then we'll get our Christmas train kind of together. And I'm thinking we'll have a Christmas tree up here, probably off to my left, and decorate it and all that good jazz. Because winter is my favorite, or just to say December is kind of my favorite time frame. Love Christmas. Birthday falls 4 days before Christmas. And then New Year's. Because I love New Year's because it allows me to do like my top 10 things of the year. And I do a tradition. I did this on my other channels. For this channel, I'm going to do it as well. But I have something called the Icey Awards, which is basically awards that I give out to like, what I'll do for the hobby is like I'll give like my favorite 4-axle diesel of the year, my favorite 6-axle, my favorite steamer, favorite company, and just things like that. Just to show the things that I really enjoyed and kind of recap the year. It's kind of my way of doing the quote-unquote YouTube rewind. It's kind of my version of it. So that's some of the things that you can look forward to coming up. So that'll be coming out in December. I tend to do a Christmas live stream early in the morning. I think that's a tradition, and I'm going to do, because I did it last year when I didn't have this fancy setup yet. So yeah, we'll do an early morning Christmas stream. Let's see. The birthday lands on a Thursday, so probably won't do a birthday stream. Yeah, my phone is struggling. Interesting. We'll just stick to the one view for now. Get you guys the front view. Two California Zephyr cars just parked there. Because why not? A ton of passenger trains on the shelf there. What do I got there? I got Southern Pacific's up there, Union Pacific, my Amtrak, my Southern Crescent, Southern Pacific, the Dale Earnhardt, the Freedom Train, and the Missouri Eagle are all up there. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, I tend to collect Union Pacific and Union Pacific Heritage Tree, typically 1 to 2 layers down. So I have Southern Pacific stuff, Western Pacific, Denver Rio Grande, MKD. MKD is what I'm working on right now. This layout has come a long way. It definitely has come a very long way. There's a sticker wall on the right. Yep, take it easy. Yeah, I don't think I'm too far behind. We've been going for almost 2 hours. Thank you so much for dropping by, Joel. I do appreciate that. There's just something soothing about watching a train going around in circles, just hearing the mechanical bits rolling. I tend to run my trains on silent. Because I'm one of those weird people that I just love hearing the mechanical workings the hum of the engine, of the motor. There's just something relaxing about it. And I'm definitely one of those. I'm the type of person when it comes to the hobby, I'm a rail fanner and an engineer first. And then I get into like, okay, how can I control my railroad from one spot as a dispatcher and then operations? And then I go into scenery. Scenery is kind of the last thing that I do. So, hey, Eric from ANC R&R. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. We're just chilling, watching our UTA Frontrunner being assisted by an SD40? Question mark? Yeah, SD40. Utah Railway engine. I just need the extra locomotive power to pull this train. It's a little bit heavy just for the single unit. Going by the newly installed BCF parts camera. Who's sponsoring this camera? That's a pretty cool shot. That's pretty cool. Ah, gotcha. Well, hopefully all the results go well and continue to live healthy and happy. Because everyone deserves good, happy, healthy lives. This is another angle I'm really enjoying. Just getting that roof cam perspective. Hopefully everything went well, BCF parts. Let's see. One camera angle that I really want to get is a more scenic camera. And that is this one. I like this shot. Yeah, BCF Parts had some slam dunk ideas. So we kind of improved on it and got some good perspectives. Oh, I need to do the bridge, actually. Hang on. Take you to this one. We haven't done Ghetto Bridge in a while. Yeah, fuck cancer. Lost my mother-in-law to it. To breast cancer. Not fun. Hopefully we find a cure. It's one of the many, many, many reasons why I do this hobby, why I work so hard. It's a labor of love, and the fact that other people get enjoyment out of it. I mean, it just keeps me going. Because there are days that it can get kind of gritty, kind of grindy, but a lot of people do get enjoyment out of it, and I'm glad. I appreciate that. Yeah, again, kudos to for the new camera angles that we got to BC Airports for the idea. It's part of life, yeah, but like I said, I know the feeling. Yeah, hopefully we find a cure for this stinking disease. Now, what about this shot? The bridge and the rooftop. All right, Real Fun K, take it easy. Yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday. That was a pretty good shot. Yep. Yep, I'm liking every bit of that shot. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Wow, you crashed on me. Okay, that's a first. It just went, nope, I'm just not going to work anymore. All right, thanks, phone. Silly technology. Why must you do this? Train show, Cleveland Fairgrounds, Saturday and Sunday. So if you're in the local area, go say hi to Papa John. So there was a conversation, I can't remember, I think it was on Cab Crew Wednesday. They were asking, like, who had the most, from Tom Grossi was asking, who had the most cabooses? And I think everyone said that you had the most, Papa John. I can only imagine how many you have now. Like, I bow down to you, good collector, sir. You'll be there Saturday. There you go. Like I said, I'm hoping the situations here in the U.S. will get better so I can go to New Braunfels. But my wife wants to go to the Ren Fair. It's like, we can't even do... Oh, yeah, you definitely have a lot more. Jesus. Wolf. 200. Fair enough, ANC. Yep, fair enough. Take care of yourself. There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future. Yep. Yep. I haven't done the 180 in a while. So this is my only camera that can... Well, no, that's not true. Because all my other cameras can go up to 4K. It's just... I'm limited to 1080p. let's grab this camera. 101 video. Wow. Yeah, I hear you. Everyone's railway's different. Everyone's collection style is different. But your N-scale collection's coming along. Yeah, and there's always a reason why I say it's a sandbox. Yeah. Yep. That's it. As long as you're happy, that's what it matters. Nice. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to play catch up this weekend. Because I unfortunately have to kind of lay low, save money, and all that good adult crap. So I'm trying to use this weekend just to catch up. I got to catch up sending stickers out. I'll probably send out your other coupler or the coupler boxes to you, Papa John. The 10 that I have printed out. Probably finish up my mega project. And then start upgrading this layout a little bit more. Split Rock, how are you, good sir? Welcome, welcome. Our resident MMR, hopefully you're doing well. Nice, 3 more N-scale cabooses. All right, let's get you guys on the rooftop camera. Whatever works. Yep. Yeah, cleaning track is just one of those topics that it's like apples and oranges. Which one's the best method? It goes back to like which is the best DCC decoders, DCC systems. Just figure out what works best for you. So I have an entire cleaning train that helps me keep this track clean. Seriously, notifications? Whatever. Let's get you guys on this one. Really? We crashed again? Ah, silly thing. Silly thing. I think it's because my phone is low. It's fine. Silly, silly thing. Okay. Get you guys back on board for a little bit. Alright, let's see if this is going to cooperate. We'll get you guys the BCF Parts sponsored camera for today, which is our camera view from inside our abandoned factory. That's pretty cool. There you go. Pop John's got his new video up. Yeah, I gotta get my signaling up on this layout. I need to finish up my block detection. I gotta get my car cards finished. I've got a lot to do. I'm gonna try to use this weekend to catch up on all those things. Oh, pretty cool. I think I want to do this shot again because that was pretty cool. Get this one plus the phone camera. We'll get the roof camera shots. So that we can get both angles here. Yeah, this camera shot is definitely growing on me. Look at that, sharing the love. You guys are awesome. Yeah, it's one of my many models on this channel. You know, Gateway to Model Railroading. If this is your first time here, those who are lurking or discovered this on the replay. Again, I'm only one person. I can't cover this hobby. It's too big just for one. So there's plenty of other people that can capture the hobby as well. You know, Papa John's got his massive collection plus his rail fanning. BCA Parts has an Instagram. It has a lot of, I discovered 7 1/4 stuff you build, which is pretty awesome. Or 7.5, but rideable trains. Eric, you've got the N scale. Split Rock has a lot of content on TikTok. So a wide variety of platforms, scales, modeling. Just great. Okay, so you're 4 and okay, gotcha. And 1 scale, nice. So I found out the other day there's a museum that's about 30 minutes away from here, and they're talking about getting 7 1/4 scale layout built. And I told them I'm all about that. Because if they can make that into a reality, getting 7 1/4 on this channel. I only have one video of 7 1/4, and that was when I was back in California on the Bitter Creek Western Railway. So when it comes to N scale and that small, talk to Heath, because I know to get cameras that small and that good of quality, we probably have to go with an open source camera and figure all that stuff out. But I use commercial cameras because I don't want to deal with open source coding and all that and try to get it connected via WLAN and all that stuff. That's a little beyond me. And quite frankly, I just don't want to spend the time on trying to figure it out because I've got other things I've got to spend the time on. Even with these cameras, 'cause I'm pretty limited. I can't build like tunnels. I gotta be careful on what I park on my sightings. Yeah, that makes sense. 7 1/4 was definitely heavy. I was riding the 7 1/4. One of our club members at the time actually has 7 1/4 back in California that I was part of. And one of the long freight cars that can fit like 4 or 5 people, the wheel in the wheel bearing broke and seized up the entire wheel. And that mofo was heavy. Oh my goodness. It took like 4 of us to lift it out, and it's crazy. That's why if I ever do 7 1/4, I'm just gonna buy like the small little electric diesel that's battery powered, a small little flat car with a seat in it, and I am good. I don't need anything fancy. I just like the idea of riding a train. Because that's the other thing. Cost for those things, like one of those diesels can easily go between $8,000 to $15,000. Steamers, you're looking almost, at least $30,000 to $50,000. It's insane. Yep. Yep. It is. It is really, really fun. Man, now you guys got me on the topic of 7 1/4. Let me go find my video on. I only have one video on the channel that's 7 1/4. Oh, it was so much fun though. I went over there at least once a month when I was in California. I probably actually just need to go to videos. It depends on where you buy her from, BCF. Facebook Marketplace, I've been seeing a lot of good deals for them. Yes, I do shop around for 7 1/4 and cry, but you can find actually some cheaper ones on Facebook Marketplace. You know what? No, it's on one of my more popular. I'm gonna go to popular tab. One of my bucket list items is to go to Train Mountain. It's a bucket list to see if I can get videos of Train Mountain on this channel. I've got a lot of bucket list items. Train Mountain is one. Getting all the big boys is another. Here we go. Bitter Creek and Western. Oh, sorry, it was 7.5. I thought it was 7.25. It's 7.5 gauge. I stand corrected. I thought it was 7.25. So yeah, this is my Bitter Creek and Western experience. I actually got to drive this diesel, which was freaking amazing. Yeah, that's this video. But yeah, this was, and the thing is that they were expanding it. So yeah, this is all the rideable ones. It was so much fun. I wish I had my 360 camera while riding this. It was such a fun experience. Yeah, here's the Santa Fe steamer here. Oh man, it was so much fun. And this is just some guy's backyard, really. Oh, looks like my computer's not liking it. Got a Santa Fe there. It's like a GP38. This was me when I still had a lot of shaky cam. I was filming from a cheap phone. Like, I didn't discover GoPros back then. Or 360 cameras. Like, I tried to make the best of what I had. Yeah, so this was our horse. The CSX, I think it's a 1200 switch, or SW 1200 switcher. And I got to drive this. It was so much fun. And this was the car I was talking about. One of the axles broke from the truck and sheared the truck. The support for the spool end of the wheel completely broke. And we had to lift that sucker up off the tracks because we were blocking the main line at the time. But it was a gorgeous CSX train. Like, I fell in love with it. It was fun. Got to drive it. Got to be the conductor. It was quite an experience. So I left a link in there so you guys can watch it later. But that's my experience with 7.5 gauge. The Bitter Creek Western, I miss it. It's one of the things I miss for sure from California. Let's see if I can find. Let's see, 7.5. I almost pulled the trigger on this. There was an on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling a 7.5 Galloping Goose for like, oh, I can't remember. I think it was like $5,000. It basically had the goose. It had a seat on the goose back end with batteries, with the controller and everything for $5K. And it's like, I came so close to getting it. It's just, I didn't have anything to really transport, because you really need a trailer to transport 7.5. And I just couldn't pull the trigger because I didn't have anything to really move it. But I'm still kind of kicking myself for not getting it and putting it like into storage in California until I figured that out, because I know that was a good deal and it was such a beautiful Galloping Goose. I still have my eyes. There's a company that makes the Galloping Goose that you can buy and then like weld it together that I'm contemplating. But it's yeah, those are more now bucket list items in the future. Amtrak. I gotta write Amtrak too. That's another thing, because we got the Sunset Limited or the Southern Crescent, I think. One of those two. I know we got Texas Eagle too. One of these days we'll get We'll get some Amtrak footage on the channel. Electric diesel, nice. I've already looked at BCF parts. There's none in the area. There is a museum that's going to be looking at starting to build their track, but they got other priorities first. So there's none in the San Antonio. There's one in Dallas, but that's a little too far out for us. But yeah, I've already looked. NYCF7, nice. Amtrak goodness, yep. I've been watching, my guilty pleasure lately has been watching a lot of people, travel vloggers. And apparently 'tis the season because a good chunk of them started riding trains recently. And so I've been just indulging in just people riding the Amtrak. I think the latest one I saw was the, what was the last one I saw? I think it was the Empire Builder. And then I saw one riding the Rocky Mountaineer, which I was super jealous. Especially from like Moab to, I think to Colorado. The Rocky Mountaineer is one of those trains that I'm going to try to get to. There's a few of them that popped up on the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. I almost pulled the trigger. I just didn't have the money at the time to get it. Okay, yeah. Just let me know. Yeah, again, that's more when I'm in my retirement years. Even if I have to build a simple circle like in a backyard, I'm going to do it. Ohio. Okay. Let's see. O gauge outside. Interesting. Nice. Is O gauge track, can you protect that against the elements though? Or are you going to have a cover to protect the track? Because I don't know how the elements with sun and snow, especially in your neck of the woods, how that would work. Because one thing I really want to try to do is I want to 3D print HO track. I want to buy a dead rail engine with a Blue Nami decoder in it and take HO outside. Because I want to test to see how durable resin is out, or just 3D print track outside is. Because I would love to take HO to the next level by taking it outside. Oh, yes. Never mind. Yeah, line out with the battery. Got it. Got it. I was thinking 3 rail. Gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, Lego is an option. But the issue with some of the Legos is decals. So I would rather keep those in. And I don't know if do Legos fade in the sun? I don't know. Be an interesting science experiment. I don't know if the pigments and materials they use to get the color would fade. No, because they got Legoland. And those don't fade. I don't think. So yeah, maybe. Unless they put like a special coating of something on the outside to protect it from the elements. Yeah, that's gotta be interesting. If I would do a garden scale layout though, I would go with true G scale. And I already told myself if I dig into that rabbit hole, I'm limiting myself to just the logging trains. So I would just get the Heisler, the Climax, and the Shea locomotives, and then some logging cars and a caboose, and that'll be the extent of my G scale. Yeah. Right. And really, a G scale layout that I'm really like excited for is the one that Toyman Television is making, where he has the doggy door that goes in from inside his house to the outside kind of patio support structure he's got. It looks so good. Can't wait to see that all complete. I love all the gear locomotives. I do have I have a Heisler and HO, but it's DC. And I think the motor needs some cleaning because it's not turning anymore. So I gotta rip it open, clean it out, put a decoder in it. Or just keep it this DC and I'll get the River Rossi's DCC version. But I can't wait to get my Broadway Limited 4-truck Shea. I got that on pre-order for next year. Oh, 2 of them for $20. Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's freaking insane. Okay, I will like this. Let's see, just copy link. BC Apart sent me a short regarding kind of scales. I'll go ahead and post it in here. It looks pretty good. Oh yeah, Millbrook. Yeah, I've heard of Millbrook. Yep. The Steam channel is one that I follow. That travels. I think they travel to Millbrook. They've done Train Mountain. I think they've been to Bitter Creek and Western. Alright, there's that link. That's a good question. But even for $20, I mean, they can be used for scrap parts to fix up other locomotives. That in itself is definitely worth it. Let me check to see. Yeah, looks like that link works. Cool. Yep. Go get some sleep. Take care of yourself first. Catch us on the replay. Thank you so much for dropping by, Eric. I think I'll soldier on to 3-hour mark, and then my eyes are getting kind of heavy. Let's see what's coming up. So I think next week we've got a few more camera train videos coming out. I think I've got a rail fanning shot video coming out next Monday from Grapevine. That one was meant to come out a couple weeks ago, but thanks to scheduling things, it got pushed back. Let's see. Yeah, a lot more just camera train 360. And then we'll be going into November, which I'm excited for. Haven't done the highway view yet in a while. Oh, nice. Okay. Very nice. Makes me want to take a look at something real quick. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm now curious. Delivery schedule. Let's see. Do they have the shays by any chance? Yeah, 4-truck shay. Spring of 2024. It's currently in the tooling phase right now. I gotta remember that Broadway Limited has this delivery schedule, because then I can keep an eye on when these things come out instead of waiting for the newsletters. So yeah, under delivery schedule, last updated September 28th. And then we're going to go down here to find the 4-truck shay. Let's see. Oh, there's a next page. Hang on. We're going to go down another rabbit hole here. So yeah, here's the 4-truck shays. So tooling in progress, spring of 2024. I can't wait for the. I got one of these on pre-order. I cannot wait for these to come out. Like I have a 2-truck Shay, I have a 3-truck Shay. I don't have a 4-truck. So I got this train. Oh my goodness. In 2010? 20... No. It's even earlier than that. Hang on. Let me check something. It was like a year after the Frontrunner. Probably one for Christmas. Let's see. When did Frontrunner start? So the Frontrunner began operations April 26th of 2008. So yeah, around 2009, 2010 when Atherin announced the first run of the Frontrunner. Yeah, so this is, wow, I didn't realize this is almost 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 years old. Wow, I didn't realize these were that old. Huh. Okay then. Yeah, because my father bought me these when they first came out. Oh, let's check out Rapido. Because really, I mean, Atherin, you can buy it from Atherin, but if I were to buy it again, I would probably go with Rapido. I mean, they're a little bit on the expensive side, but the details are pretty darn good. So yeah, here are, I probably need to do a video on this too. So yeah, here they are. So Rapido has it. They've got the bi-level 3-pack for $339. Which again, for the price of good detailed light up cars, I mean, you're gonna pay $100, almost $100 a piece. So yeah, they got the cars right there. And they got them in the other schemes too. They got the Caltrains. I think they got Sounder, Metrolink. Yeah, there's the Sounders. Oh yeah, Coaster. Something kind of, I want to see what else. Oh, I can't click next. Okay, that's fine. Something else caught my eye. UP Challenger. Is that early series? Oh, that's N scale. Never mind. Never mind. Coupler style. Interesting. What's wrong with the coupler style? What style is it? I don't own any Rapido stuff. So I can't really talk to their quality. Coupler style. Can you not replace their couplers with Katie? Or is it like one of those coupler styles that has like long shanks and shafts that's like custom designed to their cars? Because that's the issue I run into with my California Zephyr from BLI. They're very specialized coupler shafts. And it's like if I break one of those, dear God, it's going to be a pain in the rear to get it fixed. Which reminds me, I need to pre-order. I probably need to do that sooner rather than later because I think there's a deadline for it. Because Rapido's come out with those 3 1/4 dome cars or 3/4 dome cars. When's the deadline on this? Oh, okay. By 16 October. I got time. Man, that price, though. Oh, you have to glue the KD box in. Oh, gross. Yikes. Yeah, I can understand why. Yeah, I have no experience with Rapido. I don't have any of their things. I got a few things that they're coming up pre-ordered. My issue with Rapido is that they didn't make anything that I would typically collect. But you got a car for $5, nice. All right, let me check the heat on these engines. Make sure they're not heating up on me. No, they are the temperature you want them to be at, which is not too warm at all. They're actually pretty cool for running this for this late. All right. We're going to go ahead and give the engineer the yellow signal, meaning one more lap. The detail's great, nice. That's good, and that's what I've from what I've been seeing with the Rapido products. The detail's been really good. I call them the Canadian equivalent to scale trains, because again they tend to focus on the Canadian class 1s and their heritage a little bit, but they've slowly been getting into some other class 1s that I've been slowly getting interested in. Like with their announcement of the GP40 and the slugs. Like, yeah, I ordered that in a heartbeat because I saw that MKD green scheme and saw that at the National Train Show. Man, I was hooked. It's like finally something from Rapido that I can get into my family tree. All right. Get this engine into focus. And we'll go to the showcase scene here. Oh, of course, I thought I had it. Bring these guys up a little bit. All right. Okay, let's get that there. So yeah, kind of an impromptu Utah Railway kind of day, because we had our gas turbine out and Frontrunner and then Utah Railway SD40. But all right, I think we'll go ahead and start wrapping things up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this Friday evening. 3 hours looks like in total for the stream today. For episode number 30. Crazy that we're already into the 30s for this podcast. So, definitely an interesting journey. So, Okay. So for me, I got a few more videos coming out this week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and obviously I'll have the shorts come out every day. I'm probably I'm probably gonna work on the Temple Train Show video. I'll probably get that out either Sunday or Monday, because it's gonna be one video with the layouts, vendors, the RPA, and the haul, all gonna be in one video. Probably an hour long. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much, and have fun with the world's greatest sandbox hobby. So, with the guys, wing hugs to you guys, and have a good night.